Hello, I'm Rex, and here's my presentation on why Among Us is crucial to the American education system. Hold on. Among Us during the development years. There's no secret that the early years of a child's life can be the most important. Research shows that elementary age students become greatly enriched by a more, suspicious curriculum. The implications of a higher level courses. This doesn't end the developmental. Older, more experienced students can still benefit from the teachings of the imposter. As shown in the next slide, Slush culture has been very deep history and can ensure a better understanding of the world for our young adults. As you can see, a little known fact, Among Us has Arabic roots. The practicalities occur in an ever-growing field. There are many careers in the Mongo industry. These include doctor, lawyer, detective, sex trafficker, freelance GIF artist, YouTuber, and politician. The following sites will help demonstrate my claim. Possible negative effects of Among Us deprivation. Oatmeal-titis. Oatmeal-titis is a very dangerous and contagious disease spread by a lack of Among Us in the system. Harrison Ford disease. As you know, Harrison Ford is a very negative impact on the community. He has been shown to have an extreme lack of Among Us. Clinical Hubert syndrome. Purchases you need to make in order to properly prepare your child for a new Among Us curriculum. Panther Marge starter kit.
Oh my god.
Obama limited edition toys. Xbox 720. Here are my sources. This presentation was sponsored and approved by the Republican Party. Thank you.
Why Among Us should not be banned anywhere. Reason number 1. Video games are better than movies. Video games are statistically and in fact healthier for a kid than a movie is. I mean, just look at this quote. Michael Hedege, director, screenwriter, composer, said, "Every film is manipulative, raping the viewer." So the question is, why do I rape the viewer? Are you kidding me? Wow. Just wow. Reason number 2. It lets kids going through puberty feel like they belong. Why? With the addition of Among Us to the world, kids who are going through a rough mental time growing up and going through vast body changes may be able to use Among Us as a support vessel. Funny and lit memes such as these will help them feel more normal as to what they choose to feel attracted to and what they choose not to be attracted to. Image number 1. Image number 2. Say it with me. KFLTB. Kids feel like they belong.
Kids feel like they belong.
Yeah. We just want to take a moment to announce a sponsor for it. What does it do? You can use your phone and tablet on the go. It is ultra stretched for maximum comfort. Let's go from the left of the screen to, you guessed it, the right side. Now back to the presentation. And before we move on, I just have to say, any brain diseases and or deaths that are commonly caused by the Fortnite tablet are not under the responsibility of If an incident like this happened, please contact Mr. Fortnite in his laboratory. He works there from 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. and works from 12 a.m. to 1 a.m. on weekends. He does not take calls on weekends or weekdays for Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday. And every other week, he does not take calls on any day except for Saturday. And on the first week of every month, he takes no calls at all. Reason number 3. Safety first. What is the number 1 rule of safety? Stay safe. With the term imposter, kids can now alert various adults, such as teachers, guardians, and librarians, that an imposter is there, and that they may need to take special precautions. This would teach kids to KTIO. Keep the imposters out. Reason number 4. Keeping up with the trends. Trendsetter? Don't like? Not my problem. With Among Us, kids will know via voice chat what is trending and what isn't. Are the new Jordans coming out on sale? What is that new Fortnite flossing? What's up with sports these days, you know? With Among Us, kids don't have to worry. Oh. What is the latest movie coming out? That would be Spider-Man Home. I know all the kids are excited for that. What book is trending right now? What book is trending? RN, which means right now for kids. It's called You're Going to Die by R.A. Montgomery.
Oh my.
At the end of the day, Among All of Us is a beating heart. That's how they're shutting together. On with Among Us. On with Among Us. Say it with me.
Among Us.
On with Among Us.
With Among Us.
Among Us.
Among Us.
On with Among Us.
On Among Us.
Sponsored by NordVPN. Thank you.
Welcome to my presentation on why Among Us should be banned in the United States. Reason number 1. Terrorism. There are terrorists among us. This is a chart of terrorist incident casualties by year. See that enormous spike? You want to know when that was? That's right, 2018. You want to know what happened in 2018? Among Us was released. That's right, guys. Among Us has a direct correlation to terrorism. Reason number 2. I don't think Among Us is sexy enough. I don't think it's sexy enough for America. So I think it's too much of a thigh gap. I think it makes the characters unappealing, and you can't really connect to them. So that's why I think it should be banned. But I think we can make a little improvement. If we just close that up a little, and maybe give the children of our great United States a little bit of customization for their characters. Give them some boobs to work with.
Inclusive.
If Among Us doesn't add boobs and thighs, I think we need to ban it. Reason number 3. All the homies hate Among Us. Fuck Among Us. All my homies hate Among Us. Now, I pulled up some homies. This was their response. This is Jamal Hill from the sweet United States of America. From the sweet United States of America. He swims for a living. He's a great swimmer. And this is what he had to say about Among Us. I'm Jamal. I hate Among Us. In the team. In the family. I hate such stuffs. What I mean is there is a difference between the one day in our life to live long, and they should be treated with respect. Jaleel Hill, September 2008. Now, this is the second homie I pulled up. His name is Rupert Murdoch. Now, you can pause the video right now if you want to watch and read and learn what Rupert Murdoch has to say, but I'm going to skip over it a little bit, just the highlights. I'm Rupert Murdoch. I love the game, in which you're all the players. Each of us have our own goals and motives. Each of us is acting to some extent on our own behalf. Each of us has a view of what the ideal society is. But these views are not final criteria. Our actions are. For many years, Rupert Murdoch has played the game well. At first, I was a victim, then a victimized one. When I won, he was felt I was an enemy. And we met through different strategies to subvert, confuse, and neutralize me. Now, you might think that this connotation is kind of positive. Wouldn't you? Well, this man was in fact part of a huge, infamous mafia. That's why he is not my homie. Now, this homie wanted to stay anonymous. This is what the anonymous homie had to say. I love Among Us. Now, you're thinking, why does your homie love Among Us? I thought we were talking about, no. This homie was Osama bin Laden. That's right. This homie was Osama bin Laden. That's why Among Us is a dirty, terrorist, not sexy enough thing that should be banned from the United States. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Evan, and I am going over the reasons on why Among Us definitely should be banned in the US. 1. Murder sucks. Murder is just really bad for anybody, to be honest. In Among Us, you murder innocent people. Murder is bad. Here is why murder is bad. Number 1, murder is bad. Number 2, murder is contagious. One of my friends got the murder contagion. I linked a video of him being chased by the police below, so we're gonna watch that real quick, just to know the dangers of murder. Okay.
What?
Racism. This is a Okay, racism. This is a big issue in Among Us. It was Blue! Blue did it! Whoa. Okay. Joe, what about Franklin did it? Or Thomas did it? There is no need for this vulgar, cruel language. Number 4. The jokes. They need to stop. This is my son, beautiful little James. Little James here often gets bullied for his appearance because he looks, quote, sus, or quote, like an imposter. These jokes need to stop. Bullying will not be tolerated. It will ruin humor forever. Humor will never be the same. So let's give it a test. Try to stare at this imposter playing in the snow without smiling or laughing for 20 seconds with this music playing in the background.
Weekends go by faster and beer starts tasting cold upon a tune and takes me on a solo vacation. Hear the best of DJ. Come on, won't you please play one that we can dance to? Start a romance.
Did you smile? I thought so. This is so disgraceful. This is awful what Among Us is doing to this world, to our children's futures. This one doesn't need an explanation. Now others might say, but Evan, Among Us is cool. Wrong. This is cool. Okay. This is a review from commonsensemedia.org. It says, the people can be real toxic. Toxicity cannot be tolerated, ever. I don't think I've ever seen anyone, quote, be offensive or, quote, spam the N-word a numerous amount of times on the internet before. The internet is definitely a 100% safe, family-friendly place, unlike Among Us. Next reason. It copied Fortnite imposters. Among Us basically took every single thing from Fortnite imposters, and they should be sued immediately. Actually, instead of being sued, they should be permanently banned in the US. I think it's just clear to say that Fortnite is better than Among Us. It broke my fucking setup. This is an image of what happened to my setup after I was falsely accused of being an imposter. So what can we take away from all of this? Among Us includes the following. Murder. racism, bad humor, Among Us and Fall Guys bathing suits and swimming caps is not cool, is toxic, and broke my goddamn setup. All of these things are bad. Thank you for your time, and please vote yes.
Which
side
side
wins?
wins?
You
You
decide.
decide in the comments below.